Former Olympic skier Eddie "The Eagle" Edwards has denied claims that he's still living in a shed after his divorce, with him insisting that it's all old news. The 52-year-old, whose ex-wife Samantha Morton broke up with him in 2014, before they got divorced earlier this year, is said to have lost 85% of his cash after the devastating split. However, despite him previously admitting that he had moved into his shed for a while after the breakup, he's now said that it was only while his house was being refurbished. Speaking exclusively to Express.co.uk, the athlete said, "It's just old news. I separated 2 years ago, and when I had to leave the family home I'd only just started developing a house and I'd done the roof, and the house was a complete shell and not waterproof. There was no loo or anything. So I stopped working on the house for a month, and then I converted the shed into an office and put a bed in it, and I slept there for almost a year." Eddie also addressed claims suggesting he'd been living off egg sandwiches since the split, with him confessing that he still eats a lot of bread because if he's on his own he can't be bothered to cook. A movie titled Eddie the Eagle, starring Taron Egerton and Hugh Jackman, was released earlier this year. But divorce lawyers told him he had to hand over the money he received. Eddie, who was declared bankrupt in 1992, spoke out about the tough interest in his private life, with him admitting that he had previously lost everything. He shared, "It's tougher when your life is played out in the media, and sometimes I just don't want that to happen. I want to be left alone and deal with it, and having it blown in the newspaper all the time can be frustrating because you can't get away from it. When you try to deal with it and move on from it you can't. It's nice to get the attention, but I don't need the attention. I'm quite happy being on my own and leading a normal life." Eddie added of his financial difficulties, "I try not to act like a millionaire, because I'm not and far from it, so it doesn't matter to me. This is me, this is who I am. Deal with it. The toughest thing was when I went bankrupt in 1992 because it was because of problems with my trust fund, not because of me. I was slightly worried that people would think he made all his money, he's just spent it on sex, drugs and rock and roll, and he didn't save it up, whereas that's the furthest from the truth. I wish I had spent it on that, because at least then I could have said I had it and spent it and had a great time. But because I was putting it away and other people dealt with it badly, it was annoying." Watch more videos at video.5la.net.